boys are back.
Boys are back in town.
No, that's maybe too. I can't sing, so I shouldn't be doing that. But I'm big. Okay. All right, guys. How y'all doing today?
This is 3 Hacks in a Movie with your co-host.
I'm doing just fine.
I'm gonna start this.
Thank you,
I'm gonna
RJ.
start
Thank
this
you for
time.
answering my question.
I'm Bentley.
Who? No, I'm just kidding. I'm Emilio.
And I'm RJ.
3 Hacks in a Movie.
Let's do it.
What's the movie?
Today's movie was
Emilio's pick.
It was my pick.
Mm-hmm. It's a movie we've all seen before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only like the third time that's happened, I think.
Yeah, out of like how many episodes? Like 30 now?
We've all picked at least 10 movies by now.
Yeah,
we're in like 12, I think. I think that was round 12 because you were the last one.
Oh, really?
And then it
Okay,
starts
yeah. So we're
over.
definitely like in the
count.
30s section.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie
Written by females
now. Yes. Yeah, first originally known as the Wachowski brothers, now known as the Wachowski sisters.
People can probably guess what it is.
Or you can just call them the Wachowskis.
Yeah,
if you're,
it just says screenplay by the Wachowskis.
Yeah.
Wachowskis.
I'm sure someone's gonna fight to put in all like the copies of this movie to change it, because it says in the credits the Wachowski brothers. They're gonna be like,
Right.
That's wrong. That's out of date.
Yeah, this must have been right before they tranned out, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, this is like 2005.
Yeah.
I think the first one, whoever it was, I don't know. I know one
of them did,
transitioned
and then a couple
before,
years
like
later.
yeah, and then the other one transitioned later. But yeah, I think it was like probably like early 2010s or something. Before it was popular, you know.
Honestly, still some great thinkers of the 21st century, I have to say. Like, especially with doing the Matrix.
Yeah.
Which is like,
I mean, yeah.
It's kind of hard to deny their
internet.
their effect on pop culture even to this day. I mean, they made the Matrix, and obviously you can say everything you want about like the sequels and whatnot, but they still did the original Matrix.
Yeah.
You know. Which some say is a metaphor for Jesus Christ. No, I'm just kidding. I just watched the episode of Community where Abed does his meta movie about Abed or whatever.
Abed, yeah.
And they're like, is this a movie about Jesus? He's like, is the Matrix.
Terminator 2.
Yeah. And then Dean comes in, Wrath of Khan. He's like, ooh, Wrath of Khan. And he's like, and Abed's like, that's a good one. But yeah, I just watched that episode. I mean, it's true. I've heard that a few times too, actually, because it's a story about like resurrection and the chosen one fulfilling a prophecy and whatnot.
Okay.
this story in this movie, this V for Vendetta, I don't know if he said that yet.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
not
haven't
the
even get it.
Matrix.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't pick the Matrix.
I mean, I was gonna say, like, you bring up the Wachowskis, you immediately go Matrix, and then your second thought is probably gonna be V for Vendetta. I know they've done a few things over the years, but those are like the top two like projects.
They did a Criterion movie, Bound.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
It has Ralphie from The Sopranos in it.
Oh, really?
Is this before the Matrix?
and Jennifer Tilly and Gina Gershon.
Oh, Gina Gershon. Okay. Wait, did you say Jennifer Tilly?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, Joe Pantoliano.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. No, never heard of it.
1996 neo-noir erotic crime thriller film.
That sounds
So
awesome, bro.
Neo's
What?
in it, bro? Hell yeah. Is that what that means?
About lesbians.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Checks out.
Jennifer Tilly and Gina Gershon.
Yeah,
Hell
the movie
I'm
about
for it.
lesbians in '96, bro. That's like almost unheard of. There's like that in I don't know.
Wild Things was like 97, 98.
Yeah, that was bisexuals. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, not a lot of lesbian-centered movies back then. You know, the '90s were definitely the start of it, though, for sure.
That's
I should probably start moving that.
Big lesbian took over.
Ruining small lesbians, you know.
Hey, Chase Namey.
Oh, bro, yeah, dude, Kevin Smith, bro, he was truly, he was pushing things forward. Yeah. TV, we had Dharma and Greg, I think, or one of those. Not Will and Grace, because that's a gay guy. I think Dharma and Greg is like, I think she's a lesbian,
Okay.
or something like that. I think.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
I just knew his name, but
Yeah, not a lot of, you know, Ellen came out and she got canceled after that, kind of, I guess, but then she like ran a successful daytime talk show for like 20 years after that. So
He had Mulholland Drive, which had a pretty good lesbian
Lesbian scenes have existed since the beginning, but to give like a lesbian like a main role or something or a prominent role, pretty rare back then.
But you said that Neo was Jesus in the Matrix. I feel like in this movie, our main character is Natalie Portman.
Okay,
and her name is Evie.
Yep.
And she's, I feel like, kind of like similar to from Alice in Wonderland, like in the beginning, in like first half of the movie.
Okay.
Because she's like very naive and she like.
Oh, gotcha.
Very,
okay.
like,
I guess I'm more thinking. Okay.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say go a little more on that because I don't think I've ever heard this like take on.
Oh, she's just an archetype. There's probably other ones too, but she's
Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Exactly. She's seen black and white, and then
100%.
as soon as she goes through that whole like prison experience, it's world full color. Like she's seen it for how it is
gotcha.
now.
She gets enlightened
Okay.
later on in the movie.
Yeah, she literally went down like the rabbit hole, or like she went down the rabbit hole and then she couldn't. There's no waking up from that. There's no going back after that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's
I felt her. That's her what her archetype is. But then she kind of turns into like a badass like Joan of Arc type.
No, so she's never even like. Yeah, for sure. No, I love Evie. I love Natalie Portman. But yeah, so this was V for Vendetta, which I've seen many times throughout the years. We've all seen this one at least once, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so I picked this movie for a few different reasons. It's actually been a few years since I watched it, and I've just been kind of having like a hankering to watch it again. And then for my other choices I was picking, I've been wanting to show you guys some like foreign films, but I'm like, it's kind of later in the day. I was like, I'd rather not show them something like Japanese or Korean or something right now. So I'll probably say that if we ever do one of my episodes during the day, but wanted to do something a little more like manageable at night, because we all work today. We're all a little tired. I don't know.
I didn't work today.
Oh, sorry, Bentley didn't work today, but he's got work in the morning. So yeah, so I fucking love this movie. This is in my personal top 3. It is in third place, but this has been probably in my top 3 since I first watched it in like 2008, probably. I don't know why I want to say that's when I watched it, but that sounds right to me. Like I watched it sometime in 2008, and it has literally never left the third place spot since then. But yeah, for the people who haven't seen this movie, but I don't know why you would be listening to this if you haven't seen it. The story is about our titular character named V, who dons a Guy Fawkes mask, who's basically trying to take down the
Parliament.
Yeah, the UK or whatever, like the British government, the UK government, because in this world that takes place in like the early 2020s. They have turned into like a fascist, totalitarian state. Basically, they have a dictator. The government is everything. They control the media. They control basically every aspect of everyone's life. Surveillance is at an all-time high. There's almost
censorship like crazy,
bro. They're like openly censoring people. They're just like, I think they said like. They don't call it like the censoring department, but they're like, I remember at one point Stephen Fry's character says like, oh, we threw away the censored script or whatever, or the censored sketch, and we did our own.
Right.
Throwing lesbians in prison.
Just gays in general, yeah.
Gays.
And minorities.
Yeah, apparently minorities.
Yeah, just in general too.
There weren't a lot of people in this movie that weren't white.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Which definitely seemed, what's weird? I never like really put that together until this most recent rewatch. Yeah, I just never noticed that. I mean, I definitely noticed that there was like minorities in like the prison scenes and stuff. But then outside of that, when you see like all the different shots of when V is doing his thing like at the station or whatever, and everyone's watching it, you go from like a retirement home to like a pub to just like houses in England or whatever. It wasn't until this most recent rewatch where I was like, they didn't show a single minority during any of these freaking montage scenes where you're seeing all different parts of England watching. Yeah, and then like later we see them in the prison and we're like, oh shit, like damn, maybe they were killing off minorities or whatever, like shipping them off to other fucking places and shit.
Yeah. Apparently the chancellor is described as an ultra nationalist.
An ultra nationalist.
Yeah.
He loves England.
The only time I've ever heard the term ultra nationalist was in like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, like ultra like Russian nationalist is like kind of the term that they kept using.
Huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely like a conservative. I think they say the word conservative.
Yeah, they
It's a
say like
conservative, fascist.
V described the chancellor as an extremely religious man who led the conservative party of like England or whatever.
Mhm.
But then my thing is like, so, okay, I don't know the term conservative specifically, but I always heard that like in America, left is like obviously like equated to liberal, then right is equated to conservative, but in the rest of the world, that's like flip flopped basically. Like left is conservative and right is liberal. That's what I've heard in a lot of different like podcasts and stuff, but I didn't really care to look into that, to be honest. But yeah, but he leads like the ultra conservative party, and he's quote unquote deeply religious. We never really see anything about his religious views or anything, but definitely plays a part in it for sure.
So I remember it said he was part of the Norse Fire political party, which is it's a fictional political party. It's not a real one.
Pretty badass name though. I'll give him that.
But they're apparently, this is according to the wiki page, they're white supremacists and neo-fascists. So that would make sense why
Trump.
The neo-fascist thing obviously makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The white nationalist part again didn't really put together until we only saw minorities in the freaking in like the concentration camps basically. So that's definitely a factor for sure. Yeah, he's a wild boy.
The chancellor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the darkest one in the whole movie. I feel like he's like apparently a white nationalist.
Yeah, he's a kind of like
darkest complexion.
He's basically he checks off all the boxes and kind of like what just people hate in general. I guess it's just like, you know, religious, fucking white nationalist, fascist. Wants to be Hitler, but isn't Hitler. But he's like seriously trying to be.
He's not a very good listener, you know.
He definitely likes to
really
talk.
So he was played by John Hurt.
Okay.
And apparently he was described by David Lynch as simply the greatest actor in the world.
Oh,
He was.
There you go.
that's high praise, bro.
Your favorite director's favorite actor.
Yeah.
What else has he been in? John Hurt. Is he like
I'm really not sure actually.
I don't know.
character actor.
He passed away in 2017, so it was fairly recently. But I mean, he started in the 60s.
Midnight Express.
Midnight Express.
Okay.
I need to watch that one.
He was in the original Lord of the Rings,
Yeah,
the animated one.
He was Aragorn.
Yeah.
He was in The Elephant Man.
Oh, Alien.
Oh yeah, he
Wait,
was
what
in
is
the.
that? Oh, executive.
Yeah.
Wait, executive officer. Oh, he was an alien. Okay.
Oh, he was the Elephant Man. He was the Elephant Man in the movie.
Okay.
But
so that's
now
where
that
he
sounds
was like
familiar.
history of the world.
He was Jesus Christ in History of the World.
That's awesome.
Yeah. 1984.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I like interpreted that differently for some reason.
Yeah, he's been in quite a bit.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
probably
Okay.
a lot of like British stuff, yeah. But there you go.
Yeah.
Like
Sorry, I was unfamiliar with
Harry
your
Potter.
game, John Hurt, but you know.
the first Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was about to say he looks super familiar.
Well, he was Dumbledore or something.
Garrick Ollivander.
Huh.
Okay.
You
I
guys
think I
would probably know that
yeah.
more than me. He was in Hellboy.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in fucking 20 years.
Look at that movie I was just talking about, New York. I Love You. It comes up again.
Damn. So who isn't in that movie, dude? It's like what is it? Like Valentine's Day and New Year's Eve. Remember how it's just like those rom-coms that had like fucking 30 people and like,
the poster had like 20 different fucking starring people,
exactly.
lead actors on it.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, so I always thought this movie was so wildly interesting for different things because like I'm definitely always loved like history, always my favorite subject in school, and then so seeing this whole thing about I don't know what's like a more modern take on a country, especially like a first world nation falling into fascism. I always just thought it was super interesting, and it seemed pretty accurate on how they would operate, you know, where it's just like, I mean, England was already super known for the whole like CCTV thing. Like it's like the most like surveilled state next to like China probably at this point.
Okay.
But seeing the whole thing about like how they control the media and, you know, literally having like government agents who just show up, put a black bag over your head, and then you just fucking disappear and shit. I was just
making a joke.
Yeah, just for making a joke. Yeah, and he really underestimated that too. Because what am I gonna do? Pay a fine and
that was more than just a joke. Yeah. That was like 10 minutes of just him bashing him.
Yeah, and also making light of the terrorists.
Right.
Like you just calling V. Yeah.
Turn into a Benny Hill skit.
I love the Benny Hill chase thing. That shit was funny. And then honestly, I love the whole. It turns out that V is the Chancellor is V, because, you know, like in the Benny Hill, like his mask falls off and it turns out to be the Chancellor, and the Chancellor's like, oh, he's the terrorist, and fucking deep, bro. Like that shit was crazy, man.
Those people that were watching, they were eating it up like crazy.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, Stephen Fry really underestimated what was going to happen to him after that, because, I mean, they did say that the reason, spoiler alert, Stephen Fry gets murdered later, guys. They say it's not because of the joke, it's actually because they find a Quran in his house, and that's like one of the biggest no-nos besides being gay in this world, or being a minority.
Which he also was gay.
Yeah, and he was also gay.
Yeah, which he had to hide because obviously they would black bag you.
One of my favorite jokes in the movie, and I guess it doesn't really make sense anymore. Well, I guess like not in like British television, is when Evie goes like, "Are you Muslim?" And then he's like, "Of course not. I'm in television." Because that, bro, no one was Muslim on TV, bro. Like that was not a thing whatsoever. It's something more normal now. Probably especially in England, but yeah, I mean, I guess that joke would make sense to like newer generations, but I remember thinking that joke was funny because it also made me realize like, oh yeah, there really isn't any Muslims on TV. Like that's kind of crazy, but yeah, that was just one of my favorite jokes in the movie. That line like always stood out to me. Of course not. I'm on television. I'm on the telly. But yeah, Stephen Fry, fucking badass in this movie, dude. I haven't seen him.
A great job.
Yeah, right. I haven't seen him do like a lot of acting. The only other thing I usually think about him in is he's in the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock movies. He plays Sherlock's brother, Mycroft, and he's a fucking badass in those movies too. So yeah, love his acting. Huge fan, even though I've only seen him in like 3 things technically.
Yeah, he was in Alice in Wonderland, the 2010 one. He was the Cheshire Cat.
Oh, so it's just like a voice role then.
Probably, yeah.
You just have his head on a cat.
Oh, like think of like cats, like, but just with the Cheshire Cat.
I'd rather watch that.
Yeah.
Than
Alice in Wonderland. Another wild take from Beth.
The Tim Burton one? No, that's not a wild take.
No, I mean, against cats, I think it's kind of a wild take.
No, I love cats.
Yeah, I know. That's that's the wild take. Wait, the movie or the musical?
The musical.
Oh, okay, I see.
I love the animal cats. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I like the construction equipment cats. Boom, came up with another one.
Caterpillar.
Yep.
I like the Muppet, the animal. He's my favorite Muppet, probably the animal.
Who?
Or animal.
I was like, animals.
Yeah, he's just animal.
He's a character.
Cat, he's
yeah,
just animal.
Yeah, he's definitely the coolest Muppet.
But yeah, this fucking movie, man. I don't know, dude. I don't think there's like really a single thing I didn't like about it. There's definitely things now after my 10th rewatch or whatever where I was like, okay, I don't know if that exactly made sense or something. Because so the scene where he's basically torturing Evie to make sure that she won't ever like turn him in or anything, or you know, and make sure that like she's not like she doesn't fear for her life either.
He like shit tests her. He tests her loyalty.
Yeah, but yeah, he's also like just making sure that she's like never afraid, like, because I mean, obviously, if they found her, they're gonna torture her and then probably murder her. So, But yeah, so we see this whole thing. Obviously, we never see his face, and he just portrayed like the security guard or whatever. And again, you never see the security guard's face. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. But for some reason, a part that threw me off is you see like what looks like a doctor like shaving her head. I was like, okay, she's looking the opposite direction. Maybe she still like obviously can't see his face. But I was like, how did like what? She just never turned around at any point during that. And then I was looking at his hands, and his hands didn't have any burn marks. Like he was wearing gloves, but it's like those like see-through like cheap gloves, you know, or whatever. And obviously we know he's a burn victim from top to bottom. So I remember looking at his hands, and his hands are clean. So I was like, okay, that's obviously not another person because he wouldn't trust another person to be in there. But then I saw his hands. I was like, that kind of bugs me a little bit. I was just like, is he wearing prosthetics over his hands or something? I don't fucking know. But
yeah, I didn't notice it. So I have to admit I didn't notice it during the head shaving scene, but during that whole like prison scene, I guess I was trying to see if there's like two people, two guards at the same time or something. Every single time that he brought the food through the little slot in the door, he was wearing gloves. When he was at like doing the interrogation thing, he was wearing gloves. And I can assume that with the face, like even though like she had like the light shining, so you couldn't see the face and stuff, but you could still see like some hair, like like
he changed like
the silhouette of it.
Yeah, he changed the shape of his head.
Right.
Yeah.
He probably had like one of those fake masks on, like he was wearing when he met the
when he was
later.
pretending to be Rockwood. Yeah. So we know like obviously he like has disguises and stuff. Right. So yeah, it totally makes
like
sense.
A Roger kind of.
Definitely. Yeah.
With all the disguises he has.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's crazy because I still remember the first time I reacted to that scene where, you know, because I really didn't know that he's obviously just gaslighting her. Not just kidding, but
it's a pretty good twist, but it's also kind of dumb because it's like why does he have a whole fucking like jail system in his like,
I did think that too. Yeah,
in his bachelor pad.
Yeah,
right? You know, like is he just waiting for like some like person to come in, then just like imprison them and then test them?
I think he mostly did.
Long...
I do think he mostly did it for him. He either did it for himself because that's kind of where he was born, right? Like, or like, you know, like I was thinking like obviously the scene where he blows up, you know, the facility, the lab or whatever, the prison, and he's like, raw, like, and he's on fucking fire. It was definitely like I felt like a rebirth through fire situation or a birth through fire kind of thing. So I was thinking like he like a phoenix, rising from the ashes. I definitely thought he did that either more for himself, just to kind of remind him like what they did to him, and so just like another reminder, basically. Not that he really needs another one. But then I also thought like the whole thing takes place within over a year. So, I mean, maybe he made that during the year that EB was gone, and he like, I don't know, maybe planned ahead that he might have to do something like this extreme, like fucking go all Gitmo on her, you know, and shit. But I don't know. I think he mostly probably just did it as a reminder to himself, and
right,
like, yeah. And then he just kind of, you know, he's like, wow, I didn't think I'd end up actually using this. He's like, you know, but he fucking did it, dude. Yeah, man. So fun little fact about this movie. So this is based off the graphic novel of the same name, V for Vendetta, made by Alan Moore, who's famous for doing The Watchmen and like 300 and stuff like that.
Huh.
Yep.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And this is another yet movie that he absolutely hated because they basically like in his view bastardized his creation. He thought this was nothing like the graphic novel series, and he was already pissed off after I think Watchmen came out after this, so I know he was pissed off about how they handled the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and something called From Hell. So he was getting really tired of Hollywood, and he's not mentioned in the credits at all. And that's because he asked for his name to be stricken from the movie. Like, he's like, I don't want anything to do with this movie. Like, I don't want my name tied to it.
For V for Vendetta.
Yeah, if you look at it, the only person from the comic book series who's listed, I think, is the illustrator.
So, as a random memory I have, I remember this movie being one of the highest rated movies on IMDb way back in the day. It was number 17 or something. It was way high up there.
Yeah, I would definitely know that that's like gone now because I just looked it up on IMDb and now it only has 8.1 stars.
Okay.
Which on IMDb is actually pretty high because you look at some like classic movies and it's like 7.5 or something. Like they're averaging 7 something. But it also has, I think I saw 1.2 million reviews on IMDb, which is extremely fucking high. Like that is definitely on the higher end of reviews for sure. But yeah, that sounds familiar. I think I do remember that. It's unfortunate because it's a very well received movie
for sure.
But I think it is one of those situations where very well received, very well done movie overall, but a terrible adaptation of the source material.
Yeah, I was just wondering about that, like how it was reacted to within like the actual community that
read V for RV. Yeah, for sure. I know I have the graphic novel and I still need to read it, but I know, I mean, it seems like Alan Moore was pretty pissed off from the get-go because where this movie is about a man who's trying to bring freedom back into like a fascist state, in the graphic novel, it's anarchy, not freedom in a fascist state, I guess.
Yeah, the Guy Fawkes character in this movie is like a hero, like totally in this movie.
Yeah,
like that's how the movie treats him, at least.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely he's definitely a hero. I mean, anti-hero by anti-hero by definition, but like he's like a hero to a whole nation, you know.
Mm-hmm. Whereas I could imagine in the graphic novel, the guy probably like takes a more nuanced approach with it and who he is. But yeah, in this movie, this guy is treated as the good guy almost.
Yeah.
But he kills people. I don't know,
so that's the anti-hero part. Right. Yeah, he does it by any means, you know.
It's like the movie. I felt like the movie wanted me to root for him, but like,
oh, definitely,
also
definitely.
It's kind of fucked up.
I mean, especially when his enemies are people who experimented on him, because that was the whole beginning, was him just fucking like murdering people who experimented on, you know, gays and minorities and stuff like that. Which also made me think like, oh, I guess V is either gay or minority or both.
Didn't even think about that.
I didn't even think about that either. Because I don't know why, but I thought originally like the people in the camp was basically just like political dissidents, basically, right, or whatever.
Right.
But then after I was like, oh yeah, no, it's really just gays and minorities. Yeah. So he's either gay or minority or both. So, you know, probably like the most progressive fucking person in comics. But
he's basically like the Joker. Like this movie made me think a lot about Christopher Nolan's whole take on Batman. With, like, anarchy and good and evil, and just the style of it. The like wash, like there's like muted colors. And, like I don't know. It just reminded me of, you know, at least the first two movies.
Yeah.
Batman movies.
I would definitely say definitely more. I mean, too. Yeah, like Joker is definitely more just like chaotic evil, where he, you know, V is more like chaotic good. But I will say, now that you brought that up, one thing I always liked about, like, when I was like watching a lot of video essays about like the Dark Knight and stuff, and they say one reason why it's so compelling is because the protagonist and the antagonist have the same goal, which is like fighting over the soul of Gotham. I mean, you can say that about this too. Like V and the government are both fighting for, you know, the people in different ways. Or like, you know, one wants to liberate, one wants like control, basically. But they're both fighting for England in their own way.
For the people.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was like, damn, like that's pretty fucking cool, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, so it definitely more reminds me of Batman and Joker in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, this movie. So I mean, okay, I don't know, how many times have you guys seen this movie now? Because I've seen this movie quite a few.
This is like my 4th or 5th time. Maybe.
Oh shit. Okay.
Maybe my 3rd or 4th.
Oh, okay. So you guys
So,
have
yeah.
definitely seen it multiple times.
I actually watched it back in like 2005 or 2006, like when it first got a home video
really?
release. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it was Alex McRae. Actually, he owned it. And I
okay.
watched it over at his house.
What do you
Didn't
think of
understand it.
No.
Didn't understand it because I remember watching it again in like 8th or 9th grade, something like that, and I understood it a lot more. Like I could understand the it's this whole like political like shit. And, like I did not understand that as like a
As a
10-year-old,
5th grader.
10-year-old,
Like 2005, 2006. Yeah, we were like 5th grade, 6th grade. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I liked it a lot more the second time, obviously.
Yeah,
and then I
okay.
probably watched it 2 or 3 times since. I know I showed Bentley it a couple years ago.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Wait, so Bentley, when was the first time you watched this?
The first time? I don't know. Probably like 12 years ago or something. Just with some buddies. They wanted to show me it. It was like one of my friend's favorite movies. He showed me it
Okay.
on some like streaming, like illegal internet like, movie website.
123movies.com.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Just watch free movies.
Yeah.
.net.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have watched this in 2005, 2006, would I have understood it as much? Because I definitely knew World War II stuff at that point, just because, I mean, Saving Private Ryan was already my favorite movie at that point, and so I knew a little bit about, you know, the rise of the Third Reich and just kind of like fascism in general. But yeah, I didn't watch this probably until like 2007, 2008, and we were in middle school at that point, and yeah, obviously multiple history classes, and World War II was always my favorite topic that we went over. So watching this movie, I was like, damn, this movie's based, bro. Like even way before I ever knew what based was or anything. I just thought this shit was so cool because it was kind of like weirdly believable. I mean, the whole thing with like false flag operations about how, I mean, they created the disease and then created the cure to like make sure that the people like felt like they really truly needed their government,
Right.
Because they're working for the pharmaceutical
Yeah, and they're
companies explicitly.
And then I remember like I heard this quote about like fascism. It's like fascism is when the state and corporations are like perfectly aligned or have the same goal or something like that.
Isn't that just an oligarchy? I don't know. That's just a government thing, but I thought it was an oligarchy.
I thought oligarchy was like, or it's just like rich people in charge,
Yeah,
right?
rich
That's
people,
that's like
yeah.
the whole thing, right? Yeah. I don't know. I keep thinking it's like a weird take on like modern rich families, but yeah, it's just like a class thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of. It's like a monarchy is the single king. Oligarchy is just like a general like family that's running it.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Fascism is what happens if you listen to too much Kanye West. That is.
So it's great. You end up a better person. This movie just kind of always fucked me up, dude. I was like, damn, bro, like this is some fucking wild shit. And I weirdly always kind of believe like this could happen, bro. Like I think it's one of the better takes on like a dystopian, I guess, kind of future. Because I mean, the movie came out in 2005, right?
Yeah.
It was like 2005, 2006, but it's fucking set in the early 2020s.
Yeah, there's a scene where one of the guys pulls out a phone and it's like a really sleek, like thin phone that like looks like.
Are you talking about in the shower? Like the gold one?
I don't think.
I kinda
it was
remember that,
gold.
yeah.
It's like a small like cell phone, but like
Okay.
it was like really tiny, like an iPhone or something.
Yeah, I know.
It
I
kind of looked like one.
Yeah, like one of the inspectors got woken up with a call in the middle of the night. He like reached and grabbed a phone
gotcha.
off of his
Okay.
nightstand, and it was like almost like an iPhone looking thing.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
And there's a part where they're driving in a car and they're like talking to like a screen on their dashboard, like a fucking smart car or something. Which maybe that existed back then, like already, but that was also kind of
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, it being made into, or you know, came out in 2005. They're only thinking about like 15 years in the future. I don't think they're gonna like try to introduce like hover cars or anything, or like, you know, laser rifles or anything at this point. But I just love how like in the 60s and the 70s, like everything that was set in like 2000 or 2020, it's just like beyond futuristic, you know, like flying cars and teleporters and fucking just like food that's like the size of a pill or whatever, just like stupid shit like that. But
I think we're getting pretty close to the Terminator.
Skynet is gonna go live. Yeah, dude, Skynet's gonna go live, but it's just gonna be called something else. It's like OpenAI or whatever, Chat GPT,
Neuralink.
Yeah, Neuralink.
Yeah, and I think Demolition Man, we're a couple years from that too.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
It's gonna be Taco Bell then.
That dude, world run by Taco Bell. I'm for it, bro. I'm fucking for it.
The fast food wars, bro, is gonna be fucking. You know what's so funny?
I'm Team Taco Bell, man.
Especially now that, because they didn't have the Baja Blast when the movie came out.
Oh,
right. You know, that's come out since then. And that
Baja Blast you away.
Bro, yeah, bro, that was their WMD. That's like we're fighting with nukes. You're fucking throwing rocks and shit. Like, you know, McDonald's is throwing like rocks and shit.
That's when humanity lost the war. When the Baja came out.
Yeah, but it's funny because nowadays, as much as I don't really eat at Taco Bell anymore. I definitely more started thinking about like who would win the fast food wars actually, and even though like they're not considered fast food, like bro, Chili's is dominating the casual eatery space right now. So I think they might just honestly take the whole thing.
What about Applebee's?
Fuck Applebee's, bro.
Yeah, but people like go there and like it, don't they?
Not really. I feel like not really, honestly, anymore.
See, what I feel it's not just gonna be a fast food restaurant. It would be the whole conglomerate, like media conglomerate that owns everything.
Oh,
you know?
okay, yeah.
It's gonna be like fucking NBC, Universal, you know, or fucking some shit like that. Viacom. They're gonna rule the world.
Yeah, what's the one that owns like all the like female hygiene products, like Unilever or whatever, some shit like that? It always sounds like that U on it, like that's kind of their.
Okay.
That's like one of the biggest.
I don't know enough about female hygiene products.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I always see it on. I used to work at Target and Fry's and shit, but yeah, it's like a conglomerate who owns like fucking everything. It's like the people who own General Mills or whatever. We got like 6 major conglomerates here.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
There's no conglomerates in this movie now that I think about it. There's no like companies there's like pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
In this British.
And we barely even
fascist
hear
state.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no like
You don't see branding
fast
anywhere.
foods,
Yeah.
restaurants. Or,
Yeah. I was trying to plot because like the one consistent still thing about fucking England is everyone's just drinking all the time, which I guess when you live in a fascist state. But they already do that pre-fascism, so
Right.
It seems to be the most consistent thing in the British timeline in this world. But yeah, I was trying to spot like beer brands, and I couldn't even spot one. Like you see it for a quick glance, or the label's always turned away or something. But yeah, there's no mention of a company ever.
It's all
except for the pharmaceutical company that had a huge part with taking over England.
right.
Yeah,
It's all probably branded or like by the state. Yeah, the government. Yeah.
like the Nazis or like like National Socialists. They made all their shit kind of.
Fanta, bro.
Yeah, but that was the Americans trying to sell to Nazis.
Well, the thing about Fanta was like
there.
it was made in a factory in Germany because I think at that point had a trade embargo with Germany or something like that, and then that's why Fanta was invented because they couldn't make Coca-Cola anymore, but they were able to make a new concoction called Fanta.
There's an embargo on Coca-Cola for either Germany or the US had. One or the other.
Yeah. So one thing, like kind of small detail that I really liked about this movie, because I think the world building was done extremely well, but there's little hints at stuff where I kind of want to know more, not more about it, but more things like it. So when when Evie first wakes up in V's house and he makes her breakfast, she says, "Is this real butter?" She's like, "I haven't had real butter in." Since I was like a kid or something like that.
Right.
And he says, like, yeah, I sold it directly off of the Chancellor's like supply truck or whatever, something like that. So I was thinking, I kind of want to know more about that, where I was just like, why don't people have access to butter? Like, and I kind of thought like, so butter now becomes a
Like a
not even like a delicacy almost, right? Where only the elites can afford it or something like that, which I guess makes sense because if you're a fascist state, you're probably not doing a lot of trade with other countries and stuff. So they're all just relying on their own shit.
Well, also, because there's a scene later on in the movie where one of the inspectors goes to the old, what was it, Lark Hill or whatever, the old like place where they were doing all the torture or the treat, whatever,
Lark
the test
Hill.
scene.
Yeah, Lark Hill, yeah.
Lark Hill, okay, yeah. So he went there, and the other inspector was like asking, like, "Oh, that's outside the quarantine zone." So it was like I don't know how much of the it could be that just like the city. Because I'm guessing it takes place in London. I know it's in...
Yeah, it's London.
I know it's in England somewhere, but...
Big Ben.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
Lark Hill or whatever is definitely outside of London.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so, like, maybe, like, all... The city is, like, as far as they can go. Like, so they don't get a whole lot of chance to get stuff from the outside. So stuff like butter... Like stuff that would come from a farm or something it's a lot harder to come by because it's outside of the quarantine zone and everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I gotcha. Okay,
so everything has to be manufactured inside the zone.
Okay. Yeah, there could definitely be something to that for sure. I mean, I think that does kind of make sense. I would definitely think
because they use the virus to like control people and like control the world. That's like big part of their plan.
So because Lark Hill, I mean, so as we learn is that they again, I mean, I mentioned it earlier that they use a disease to basically strike fear into people, but they also create a cure for the disease to, you know, gain the people's trust and faith and just kind of their blind allegiance almost. And so we hear that the outbreak started in 3 places. It was a school called St. Mary's, which is like a children's school, a water treatment plant, and then a subway station,
right?
Which they call the Tube or whatever. And so all of those places get shut down. St. Mary's gets shut down. 3 Waters gets shut down, which is, I mean, that one has to be the worst because it's a fucking water filtration system or area. And then, I mean, our final fight scene takes place in the abandoned subway station that's been closed for whatever. Also, fun fact, I looked this up. That subway, they used an actual like decommissioned subway station for that scene. It's like somewhere in like, I mean, I don't know shit about like places in England, but it says like something around like Piccadilly or whatever. Okay. But it like that place has actually been decommissioned since like 2002 or something like that.
Okay. Piccadilly's like their
Times Square,
right?
Yeah,
probably the Piccadilly Circus or something. I think it's a big.
Well, because it's a big roundabout.
Square,
It's a big roundabout.
Oh yeah, it's fucking massive. Yeah, the only reason I really know about it, besides like certain British movies and TV shows I've seen, it's a map on fucking one of the Call of Duties.
Okay,
and that's the only reason I kind of like know the layout and the huge roundabout about it.
Damn, so you're prepared if you ever like have to kill people in Piccadilly Plaza or Circus or whatever the fuck.
It's like, you know, all these people who know how to get around LA because they just play GTA 5 so much. It's basically that. And then thanks to 28 Days Later, I know where to go to. So I got my shit covered, bro. Yeah, man. I forgot what the fuck we were talking about right before that. So okay, I mean, I feel like I've been talking quite a bit about this movie. What'd you guys think of this movie? I don't know. I know this has not been like your 4th, 5th rewatch at this point, but is there anything new you picked on? Is there things like, do you have more complaints about it now that you have like a few rewatches, or I don't know. What are your guys' like kind of general thoughts on
it? This is a cool movie. I don't know. Like I kind of forgot that it was a comic book movie, and I kind of you definitely get the comic book vibe while watching it.
Yeah, I forget how much of the comic book vibe there is in there. Like, okay. When you watch it,
but like really well done. Like on the like fantastic side of comic book stuff. Like here's Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans and all that. That caliber.
So Spider-Man, if it was rated R or something, it's basically Punisher in England. I'm just kidding, but.
Yeah. But like really good performances from Natalie Portman and whoever the fuck the Guy Fawkes guy is. I don't know.
Hugo Weaving.
Yeah. Okay.
Which you've seen Lord of the Rings, so you know who that is.
Who does he play?
Oh, I thought you would know. Sorry. Plays one of the homos. No, I'm just kidding.
I've seen it a couple times.
No, he plays fuck. It's not Aragorn. It's fuck.
Elrond.
Elrond. Yeah. Oh, he's also fucking Agent Smith from The Matrix. He's also the voice of fucking Megatron in the live action Transformers movies. Yeah.
Wow.
This dude fucks, bro. I fucking love Hugo Weaving. He was also Red Skull in the original Captain America movie.
It's funny because I don't think I've seen anything that he's been in other than this movie, and I don't see his face the entire time. Yep. So like, until I just saw his picture right now, I was like, I had no idea what the fuck he looked like.
Yeah.
Look at that goofy motherfucker.
I mean, even when I think of his face, the only reason I think of Lord of the Rings is because of the memes, but I mostly think of Agent Smith from Matrix. But yeah.
Agent Smith is V for Vendetta guy.
He's V.
Yeah, he's V. Yeah. And so that would make it the second time that he's worked with the Wachowskis. But so I do know that there was a different actor casted for V originally, but it says he was replaced 4 weeks in for Hugo Weaving. I don't remember exactly sure why he was replaced, but they kept the original actor's scenes in it. But the director said, "Can I spot what scenes he's in?" Yes. Like, in the audience, it's like probably not. But then Hugo Weaving ended up dubbing, because he had to dub over all his lines.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't. I mean, he was probably talking during the actual shooting, but they said they couldn't get it to work the way they wanted, so they just had him dub it over later. But yeah, he just ended up dubbing the previous actor's performance. But yeah, man, I love Hugo Weaving. I think he has one of the coolest fucking voices and kind of demeanors in Hollywood. Especially thanks to fucking Megatron, dude. I like that's so sick.
Yeah, I know the director for this movie. I don't recognize like any of his other work.
Yeah, I have to look that up too. I've heard of The Raven because I know that's like the Edgar Allan Poe movie, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, with John Cusack. And then Ninja Assassin, which I never seen, but I remember seeing that fucking poster everywhere when it came out.
Oh, what a name.
Yeah, the dude hasn't really been doing much. I looked it up. His like last 5 things he did were just like episodes of TV series. Yeah.
There's a movie coming out this year, apparently. The Midnight Pool.
Never heard of it. But yeah. One thing, so I was looking up all this fucking like fun facts and trivia about it. The scene where we see V kind of emerge from the fire.
Yeah.
So that's a stuntman, obviously, and it says that he was wearing nothing but this kind of like flame retardant gel and was set on fire. And before that, he was like in an ice bath for a while to like lower his body temperature. And then something about that, they shot that scene outside, and it was actually like 15 degrees colder that day, so like helped them. He didn't like leave with any burns or anything, but that's how they did that fucking shot.
Okay.
And then I saw the name, and it's because it says like Chaz something. I think it's the guy who directed John Wick and created John Wick. His name was like Chaz, like Stella. It sounds Eastern European. It's like Stalinsky, whatever, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I could be wrong about that, but the names, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's his name. It's like Chaz something or Chaz
Bono.
Chaz Bono. Not a lot of famous Chazes in our
Chad
or Chad
Stahelski.
Yeah, because I know he has a history of being a stuntman and like a stunt coordinator.
Yeah, I know he definitely worked on The Matrix. He was Keanu's stunt double.
Oh, okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I saw that his name is attached to V for Vendetta.
Probably.
I don't know what he did exactly, but I know it said that he was a guy on fire. He was V when he was set on fire.
Yep. I mean, it's not showing anything, but yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely worked on it.
Hell yeah. So I just thought that was super cool.
Okay.
And then, man, this movie, I don't know, man, this movie just fucked me up. I just thought it was so cool, just like kind of weirdly believable. Definitely one of the better takes on a dystopian future.
like a very rebellious movie to make. Like it probably scared some people in Britain when it came out. I'm sure especially some politicians,
Right? Yeah.
Because it's like just about common grievances with the government, and
It made me want to overthrow my government.
It all started when they started taking their guns, bro. Like, you know, like those Brits who were just like, no, you can't take me guns or whatever. I feel like there were like those people who watched this movie were like, I called it, you know, it's just like, this is exactly how it's gonna fucking happen. One thing that I thought not funny about this movie, but so I remember during COVID, like during the height of COVID, like 2020, 2021, I read this article about how there's an uptick in the viewing of V for Vendetta, and then the Google search for V for Vendetta skyrocketed during that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then all these people like first started watching it for the first time, and then they started reviewing and writing articles about it. Where, you know, obviously people would like just deem them like fucking conspiracy theorists and blah blah blah, or, you know, fringe minorities. But they're talking about like, oh, you know, it's the similarities are kind of weird. It's just like England becomes like a super surveilled state, and then they had like one of the worst lockdowns in the fucking world. And then obviously with the whole thing about like a disease that like no one knew, but, you know, England and us, we were like the first ones to come up with like the vaccine and the treatment and stuff. So people were just kind of like drawing similarities in between the two. And yeah, so people just started seeing this as like a new, it had a resurgence of like the rebellion movie, basically.
Yeah,
like
they had their version of Alex Jones as well.
Probably. Oh, yeah. But this guy was like, where Alex Jones was trying to wake up people, this guy was like, no, stay asleep.
Right, yeah.
Like, you fucking bitch. Like, you fucking, you know,
This British
drink the Kool-Aid.
Ultra nationalist Alex Jones.
Alex, well, Mick Jones doesn't make any sense, but you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I thought that was cool, and I thought that was funny because I was like, oh, this is my favorite movie. And then I was like, England's starting to wake up, because I mean, you guys known me for a while. I love to shit on England and Europe in general as much as I can. So seeing this movie, I was like, yeah, this is you guys. Like, this is basically you guys soon enough.
Yeah, well, it's the whole movie's happening. Like, America is doing super well. I'm sure, like, they're great. Like, nothing bad's happening in America.
Yeah, so I remember they said that
you see in the news reports that there's like a civil war going on.
Yeah,
in America.
Well, because
it could just be the
propaganda,
the British government trying to control the people.
Yeah, because I remember when Evie's listening, or she's reading the letter about Valerie, the one that Valerie wrote.
Right.
Valerie mentions something about the war in America, or the war that America's involved, reaches us, basically. So like, it sounds like England gets involved in some kind of war. But then at the end of the movie, when the Chancellor's like, we need to remind these people why we're here and why they need this, and they just fucking like flood the world, or flood England with propaganda, where they're just like, a new deadly airborne pathogen, and fucking this is happening. They say civil war or something is breaking out in the Midwest and in the States.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever. Also, I love when the fucking I think it was the Chancellor, somebody mentions America. They said like, let's remind the colonies of who we are. Right. It's like, you guys lost like 300 fucking years ago, bro. Like, get the fuck over that. I just thought it was funny though, like, because they probably still refer to us as the colonies as like a diss or something.
Right.
I just think it's fucking funny. It's like, yeah, you guys lost a bunch of fucking farmers, losers.
They're just an island, bro.
Yeah.
So who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Not even the full island.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. I mean, I will say England still has one of the coolest fucking quotes in history. Like, the sun never sets on the British Empire. It's pretty cold, bro. I'll say that. But besides that, that's about it.
You took that one from them, that line.
Yeah, probably.
That's on the American Empire, bitch.
Yeah, you would think they would come from us at this point, like they're America Junior, but yeah, no, they can't be as cool as us, though. Unfortunately, maybe one day we'll see. But yeah, a really kind of funny story I do have about this movie is so again, I think it was sometime during the height of COVID. This is maybe like 21, 22. I actually started more using Reddit to post stuff and like movie pages and shit.
Yeah.
But I was in this like pen pal subreddit just because I was like, all right, like, you know, I'll see if I could just make random friends like around the world or whatever. So I posted this thing about like who I am, what I like, and my top 3 movies, and I listed V for Vendetta in it. And a British girl messaged me. She's just like, oh, hey, like I saw your post and, you know, I like those things too. She's like, I actually just saw V for Vendetta for the first time like a couple years ago and I can't stop thinking about it. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I was like, yeah, I've been obsessed with this movie since 2008. And she's like, so what do you like about it so much? And I was like, and again, she lives in England, right? Like born and raised in England. So I would love to hear their opinions on this fucking movie, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I just think it's like a weirdly believable take, especially with like everything that's going on right now, you know, just kind of, you know, governments taking advantage of their people and then kind of just like creating fear and, you know, trying to capitalize on every tragedy that happens and blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, oh, okay, for sure. And then I don't know why she brought this up, but she started mentioning like, she asked me just straight up, like, what are your political beliefs?
Okay.
And I was like, okay. I was like, I identify as a libertarian. And then she's
Part
like,
of the Norse Fire political.
oh, fuck, I should have said that. God damn it. I should have said that. Yeah. And then she's like, oh, is that like your guys' like liberal party? I was like, no, not at all. I was like, but it's not our conservative party either. And then she's just like, okay, so what does that entail? And I was like, oh, we're all about like personal freedoms and, you know, how that just ends with you. And as soon as it affects the next person, it's, you know, it's outside of that. And then she's just like, oh, okay. She's just like, I really think the answer to everything is communism, but I just think people are too selfish for that. And then I was like, what? I was like, okay. I was just like, what do you mean? She's just like, I just think like, she's just like, I know we're like a little like, I mean, we have like socialism stuff here in England. She's like, but I don't think it's enough. She's just like, I think we need full like, she's always like community participation and stuff like this, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I was just like, I'm just not a fan of communism. I was just like, where my parents came from almost fell into that. And I've seen like what it's done. I was like, yeah, just absolutely not. I was like, not a fan of communism at all. Definitely more like a capitalist. And then she just stopped messaging me after that. And I was just like, but I knew that shit was going to happen as soon as she asked me what my political beliefs are.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, like, okay. I was hoping to make a friend in England that I can fucking talk shit about like every 4th of July or talk shit to every 4th of July. Cause I told you that. I was like, I just want one British friend. So every 4th of July, I can send him a message, be like, haha, fuck
1776,
yeah,
bitch.
Never forget shit. You lost a bunch of farmers and their mums, but yeah.
Have fun drinking your tea.
Yeah, and your fucking lukewarm beer or your room temp beer, fucking losers. But yeah, yeah. Now when I hear that movie or I hear someone bring up V for Vendetta, that's kind of what I think about. That or pen pals, I guess. But yeah, I always just thought that was a little funny story about my favorite movie.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You're insane for ever wanting to be friends with a British person. British people aren't even humans, bro. After watching this movie, I'm even more sure of that.
Yeah. I just think it's crazy that this movie is like literally set in the early 2020s and then COVID. I mean, it happened late 2019.
It was probably like
the world shut down in March of 2020. If I remember correctly.
It was probably the late 20s, like the movie, honestly, like realistically thinking about it, because I know
because she mentions like 2008, 2012.
Well, she definitely meant so when she's reading the note that was like left over, I think she mentions 2015.
Okay,
like that's when she was like she was an actor on a movie in 2015, and that's when she met the love of her life, and then, and then all the then black bagging all her girlfriend and then herself.
Yeah.
So but that was definitely like at least 10 years before, you know. So
probably,
I would guess.
Yeah.
I think they mentioned at another time later 12 years. Like for some reason,
we never had like a direct just mention of what year it is that this is happening.
I would assume it was definitely like late 2020s.
2020s. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I think I have more like early 2020s or mid 2020s stuck in my head because I was on IMDb, they actually link like critics' reviews of it, and Roger Ebert did review this movie. So I was like, oh, I'm curious what he said about it. And in his like synopsis or whatever, he says, England, like earlier mid 2020s, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know how he came up with that conclusion exactly, because again, we don't get direct answers. All we have is like, I think 2015 is like the last mention of a year we get.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we just figure out how long after that it's taken place or whatever. But
Yeah, I'm sure. I think at one point you probably see it on one of the computer screens when they're like looking at people's
like identification and stuff. Yeah.
But it was moving so fast, I never got a full. Like, there's a couple times where I saw 10, like 2010, and then but it's like nothing after 2015. So who knows, really? But yeah,
I wonder
definitely.
if they did that on purpose to kind of just like, I mean, not. I think the Wachowskis were really predicting what the fuck was going to happen in England or whatever in the live feature, but they just want to leave that more open ended. Man, I remember one. I mean, there's like so many cool things about this movie. When he first introduces himself to Evie and he does like his little monologue or whatever.
Yeah.
He uses a word that starts with the letter V 54 times in that little monologue.
Right.
Which I was like, dude, how many fucking times did it take to do that? Because I get it, actors, that's what they do. They learn their lines or whatever. But bro, that's a lot of V's.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be fucking stroking out if I try to like remember anything like that.
Well, thankfully, like you said, he dubbed over all.
Oh, that's true.
So
yeah,
it's not like he had to do it live.
Yeah.
Like do
But
it.
he also probably did do it live just for like also Natalie Portman's sake, because you know something for her to more play off of and stuff.
Well, she was just sitting there, like, listening to the entire time.
For
so
sure.
he could have been saying whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, but
it's pretty impressive. I can only think of like 3 words that start with P right off the spot, bro. But yeah, he just keeps going.
Yeah, bro. You asked me to list 15 words that start with the letter V. I was like, you're gonna have to give me 15 minutes, bro, not like 15 seconds. You know? And yeah, so I just remember I thought that was like such a cool little fun fact because I love that monologue. I just thought it's so cool because
yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, and then it's even crazier because it actually makes sense, which I would never think anything that long that starts with like the same fucking letter, whatever makes sense. But I guess it actually does make a lot of sense.
It's gotta be one of the best introduction scenes in cinema.
In cinema. It is a British movie, so yeah, I guess we'll call it the cinema. Even though it stars, it's made by Americans and it stars, one of the stars is American, but then everything else is British. So.
Yeah. I'd consider it a movie just because it's based off of a graphic novel.
Yeah.
It's not a film.
He didn't call it a film.
Yeah,
he just said it's cinema, like whatever. Because, that's what they call their fucking theaters and shit. Like at the cinema.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's a movie
over here in America.
Yeah.
It's kind of a movie.
The one that won the award dictates what the fuck it's called, bro. So yeah, it's a movie, but it's one of those things again where if it didn't have like the comic book kind of aesthetic and motif of it, I think people would call it like a film because people love. I think the whole thing, like it's kind of like. History repeats itself, and then like what is freedom, what is like fascism, and someone trying to take something down. But I think it would be considered a film if it wasn't like such like comic booky, I guess. And obviously there's like action in it and shit, but because he's like very poetic in how he moves and does everything basically. So I don't know, I think it would be considered a film. It just wasn't so like action oriented, but that's my opinion.
How did the Guy Fawkes mask become a thing in like culture? Because I know about the original
of this movie, or it's because of the graphic novel, technically.
But he was wearing a mask, and then they're like, "Oh, it's a Guy Fawkes mask." Because Guy Fawkes is like a guy from like the 1800s or whatever in England who like.
Yeah, he tried to blow the gunpowder.
1600s.
1600s.
Yeah, because I know Yeah. Well, because in the movie, it's supposed to be the 400th anniversary. That's when he blows up Parliament.
Yeah,
it's the 400th anniversary.
On the 5th of November.
Right.
Yeah.
But
it's called the gunpowder plot or something like that, or the gun.
From what I remember, like he's just like
plot.
chilling in a room with a ton of like powder kegs of fucking like gunpowder, like in Parliament, and then they catch him.
Yeah, he was. He was unsuccessful in his in what he was trying to do. But it was like one of the big moments at that point in their history because no one ever, like that's probably like the first thing of like terrorism in there.
The first instance of terrorism of all time.
Yeah.
Well, it's an instance
Were we just talking about
people probably like didn't like hate him for it. He was like kind of like a folk hero.
Yeah.
Folk hero of terrorism.
Yeah, were we just talking about that? About how like they would consider the founding fathers terrorists, and it's like, we didn't really use that word back then, but yeah, they would definitely be designated as terrorists, and that's who Guy Fawkes was designated as, basically a terrorist. You know, he tried to take down the state, the crown, everybody,
but unsuccessfully.
But yeah, I mean that was definitely like super feudal fucking times in England or whatever. So you know, I think. I mean, obviously in Alan Moore's world, he was, you know, he liked the whole idea that Guy Fawkes is like a real like folk hero. But I think it's the movie that really popularized that he's the folk hero. And then because, you know, we hear about like Anonymous, the hacking group later. And then,
they've started putting on the mask for Scientology protest.
Oh, yeah. So you mentioned that during the movie. What was that about? Because I honestly don't remember this.
That was like the first thing Anonymous did was they would like go and protest the Church of Scientology in California and just like wear masks and like complain about how they like brainwashed their like people and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Scientology protests.
Oh, okay.
On the internet. I think like 4chan.
Well, I know Guy Fawkes was pretty synonymous with fucking 4chan now, but yeah.
It used to be way more probably, but from what I've heard. But no, but the mask had to be before the movie, I think.
Yeah.
Almost like the Scream mask existed kind of before the Scream movie, you know?
Yeah, I think Ghostface was made for Scream.
But it was like ripped off of like almost exactly of an old Halloween mask from before.
Yeah, it was just like a generic kind of Halloween costume kind of thing, and they adopted that as the Ghostface killer's like get up, and now it's become synonymous with Ghostface.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But so the Guy Fawkes mask itself was created by David Lloyd.
Oh,
the illustrator for the comic, yeah,
I guess.
So but it was based off of the actual face of Guy Fawkes.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Such a cool name. Isn't Guy Fawkes? Wait, I don't know why I keep thinking he's actually French, but he's like in England. But I could definitely be wrong about that.
It's gotta be British, bro.
Also known as Guido Fawkes.
So he's Italian.
No, he was born in England.
Yeah.
Born in England.
Okay, never mind then.
He was fighting for the Spanish though.
Ooh. Guy Fawkes. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, damn, that's cool that they made it for the comic book. That's fucking sick. But I definitely think it definitely more became a actual symbol of, I don't know, I guess rebellion because of V for Vendetta, I would have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just love the idea that one of the anonymous hackers or whatever just really loved that movie, and it's like, this is the guy, like this is the mask that we gotta fucking wear.
It hyped people up, bro. I wore a Guy Fawkes mask one time, but I lived because I found one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. Guy Fawkes mask sales after this fucking skyrocketed.
Bro, I literally found one on the ground, like next to the Church of Scientology, because I was on vacation there, and it was like we were at a restaurant. There was a Guy Fawkes mask there because I think they probably had a protest or something.
Okay.
So I put it on for a little bit.
I know. I think my brother had one, but I definitely just kind of always wanted one just to have one.
That's old internet right there.
Yeah, that's internet history for sure, dude. I mean, kids today don't even know about 4chan, bro. That's just...
They don't even know about real terrorism like we do. Us millennials.
They weren't watching ISIS beheadings like we were.
I know, bro. Dude, shit today is nothing compared to what we used to watch as fucking kids. When the internet was really the wild, wild west, you know? Yeah, just fucking...
Because they're all on TikTok or something like that. That's moderated.
If it's not TikTok or YouTube or fucking... Like, Twitter's where you go for, like, the wild shit. Right. And even then, it's not fucking everything, you know? Yeah. But back then, where, like, people didn't just go to the same fucking 3 websites for everything. Yeah, bro. Rotten.com and just sort of fucking follow some like narco pages on MySpace and shit like that. Good times.
Good old days,
good
man.
fucking times, bro. I asked Jeeves to show me ISIS beheading or sorry, Al Qaeda beheading videos.
I was asking
at that
them to
point.
show me boobs.
Oh man, I just saw a funny meme about that where it's just like, why were you looking up hot girl boobs?
How would you ask the question?
Because I am 12.
Just oh man, the days where you just typed in boobs or hot girls and blah blah blah. Good times.
I remember one that I did. I was at my friend's house and we were like watching it for a little bit, and I was like, type in real sex, dude. Real sex. That's one that we typed in. Trying to get it.
I'm done with this fake shit. Give me the real stuff.
Yeah, so from an early age, when you saw porn, you're just like, nah, this is fucking fake, bro. No one does this. Real sex.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Show me a dude who nuts in 2 minutes and an unsatisfied fucking girl. Man, it's funny because I remember there's this meme that goes around every once in a while where it's this exterior shot of what looks like a castle, I guess. And I guess it's pretty synonymous with some fucking porno that went viral in the early days of the internet. Because I was looking at the comments, I was like, I don't get it. Like, it was like, because the caption was something like, if you recognize this picture, like we all saw the same video or something like that.
Okay.
And I was like, well, what the fuck is it? And I go to the comments and everyone's just like, oh shit, like yeah, I remember this. This was like some like fucking dungeon porno or some shit like that. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
It's a Pornhub classic, man.
But yeah, I was like, oh, I guess I didn't live it up like a lot of these people because I definitely have never fucking seen this one.
Yeah, they have like a Viking and like a fucking like what mage in there in the dungeon.
Yeah, I think it was like because it looked like it was a castle, so I assumed it was like England or
Goblins.
something, you know, or probably
Right.
like Eastern Europe, maybe. I don't even fucking know, but yeah. I was just like, nope, never seen it. I have no idea what the fuck this is. But yeah, I don't know why I thought of that, but it was just one of those kind of, I guess, early internet things that I just missed out on. But oh well, I survived.
Too bad. It's too bad.
Yeah.
You didn't watch that at a very young age.
If it wasn't on Funny Junk, I didn't know it.
Yeah,
Man.
hey, Funny Junk, dude. I miss Funny Junk so much,
It
dude.
still exists, doesn't it?
I'm pretty sure
Funny
it
Junk?
does.
Probably, but it's
Yeah.
not the same as it was back in the day, man.
Yeah.
I think it's
Purple and green Funny Junk was fucking like prime Funny Junk, dude. Because apparently they went through a few different color schemes, but yeah, I remember that's when I started like actually like first making memes and funny comments and stuff. Because they actually had like a ranking system and stuff where you can
Right,
like
yeah.
earn ranks depending how many like upvotes you get.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit got me hyped, bro. It's like kind of just like multiplayer games. How there's like regular and then like competitive matches or
Right.
rank matches. I was like, dude, I want to raise that fucking rank, bro. And the rank seems so random too. It's just like awesome random like internet fucking things.
Yeah. I remember I would just get in like GIF battles with people, like
Oh,
in
okay.
comments, like on posts. I would just like GIF, like post a GIF, like a random GIF or something relating to the post, and then like usually someone posts replies with a GIF at some point too, and then I just GIF them back,
Just
and then
GIFs.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Not a GIF, Bentley. Nah, I see you over there.
We won the war, Bentley.
I'm seething so hard.
It's GIF.
And you killed the creator who said it was GIF, all right?
Yeah, well, he doesn't
He was
dictate
so
language.
pissed off that he died.
He killed himself because people kept calling it GIF. I remember in God damn it, I'm thinking about Funny Junk, but I remember like my actual post didn't get a lot of traction, like just never got a lot of upvotes, but my comments did. So one of the ranks I was getting was like comment like commander or whatever, like some like
Okay.
military rank and like comment into it. And then I don't know, do you remember like rolling? Like you can like type something in and it'll roll a random number and then people will be like dub 0, but you have to like, you don't see the number till it's after posted, so it's like completely random.
Yeah, the 4chan has
Oh,
that.
okay. Well, Funny Junk had it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you would post a picture of like dub 0, and if you did get like a dub, like two of the same numbers, like boom, you got it. You know. But obviously, most of the time, it was just random numbers, so people would just fucking fail it. It'd be like Scorpy 1, Dub 0, and just shit like that. You don't remember that?
No, I have no idea what you're saying right now.
Like if dubs, then like
Yeah. Just like it's all just stupid shit, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I remember I tried that a few times. I don't think I ever hit a Dub 0 or anything. But,
Okay.
you know, it is what it is. All right, sorry guys. Back to fucking V for
trips was
Vendetta.
real shit, bro.
Trips.
Yeah, getting trips.
Yeah. I don't think I ever landed any of those, to be honest. But I mean, I'm not gonna remember. I think if I did do it, I would remember because I'd be like, "Oh shit, I finally fucking got it. I got fucking Dub 0 or trips." But yeah, that might be lost amongst a lot of people who will listen to this, if anyone does listen to this.
So this is your third favorite movie?
Yes.
V for Vendetta?
Yeah, third favorite movie of all time. And it's been there since
Just
2008.
consistent that it's just 3. It's right at 3 and it hasn't budged or moved at all since then.
Yeah, because it was always Saving Private Ryan, Forrest Gump, and then V for Vendetta. But now Forrest Gump is not in my top 3 anymore. That's the only thing that's changed. Now it just kind of like RJ with Coen Brothers movies. It just keeps switching between different David.
Now you've wisened up to Jenny's bullshit.
Was she the villain? Yeah, obviously. That and the extra chromosome or whatever that he was missing. But yeah, man. Yeah, now it's constantly changing between like Gone Girl and Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and Fight Club, The Game. So many fucking different David Fincher movies. But yeah, V for Vendetta has been third since I basically watched this movie. The first time I watched this movie.
You know, it's a fantastic movie. I definitely liked it more when I was younger, I think.
Okay.
Because now watching it, it's just kind of like it's way less believable in my opinion. Just the way that the main character just like skirts like all danger like perfectly, and like the fact that she's like kept in that dungeon by like a guy who just happens to have a dungeon in his house or whatever.
I mean, he's been living there for a while, so he's probably had that dungeon for a bit.
And it's like it doesn't really like have like anything actually like to say about revolution, like because that would be too dangerous. You know what I mean? Like she just skirts danger. She like doesn't die. Like and she makes it at the end. And
I mean, I don't think she was ever really close to dying, except for obviously when she became like a fugitive or whatever. But
and like her going to prison, like somehow like that enlightens her, and that like makes her like see like the ways of the world, and makes her into like a ruthless warrior. She shaves her head and like masculinizes her.
Well, like, she doesn't shave her head.
Oh yeah, that's right. But she gets her head shaved, and that like kind of like masculinizes her a little bit, to where it toughens her up or whatever.
Well, I think she woke up way before that. I would say she more woke up when she started seeing how like even though she worked at the news station and she knew like a lot of like, just like everyone else, they kind of understood that a lot, you know, whatever, the news spread like a lot of false shit. Because she even points out like, oh, she's lying because she's blinking a lot, which she only ever does if she like doesn't believe a story or whatever. But when they started reporting that, you know, they killed Guy Fawkes in the first fucking raid or whatever, and then, you know, she becomes a fugitive and blah, blah, blah. I think that's when she first started waking up to the whole thing. And then, obviously, I think what really pushed her over the edge was when her boss and friend got killed. That's, like, I think that was really the moment where she's like, this is something else. Or, you know, like, things are a lot worse than we actually think they already are. They already are. But I don't think she like wakes up in the prison. I just think that she regains kind of hope and realizes that there are some things worth dying for. I think that's what the whole like little mini autobiography was. So I wouldn't say that's it, like being in prison like radicalized her, or that was like the thing that kind of like woke her up from the deep sleep that was, you know, England in the 2020s. But yeah, I would say like the whole like prison thing was actually just the thing that gave her hope, and like the loss of the fear of death. Yeah,
see that?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I to a lot of people I know, like it's crazy to think this, but I definitely think this movie is more believable when it comes to like I think this is how dystopias like actually happen. It kind of reminds me of the game The Division. I think is one of my favorite takes on dystopias because it's not like everyone gets wiped out or all like fucking like electronics get wiped out and we're basically starting from the beginning or there's like zombies or something. It's just like some kind of disease hits like the states or whatever, and like things go under martial law, so people start building their own factions and the government's trying to kind of bring shit back. So I think it's just one of my favorite takes on a dystopia and one of the more believable ones in my opinion. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, RJ?
I mean, I've seen the movie a few times now. I don't think this one really affected my whether or not I liked it more or less, you know. I think my opinion of it stayed the same. This whole watch through, I was trying to like, I don't know, just catch something I didn't catch something like the last time, you know. The only thing I picked up on was that there's no minorities.
Yeah. Yeah, same actually. But yeah, after like 10 rewatches, I mean, it's cool that I'm still technically picking stuff off of it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's like kind of the only real new thing I learned about it was, that minorities were like, there was no minorities in the movie, and there's kind of there's actually like a reason for it.
Look at Children of Men, man.
I never seen that.
It's like a dystopian British movie or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and that movie's hella diverse.
Where like no one can get pregnant, and then it's like the first lady pregnant in I don't know how many years or whatever. Yeah, I heard I do gotta watch that one because I've heard nothing but amazing things about it.
Yeah, I'm shocked you haven't seen the one actually.
Yeah, that's up there for me. I honestly just keep forgetting it exists. So when I like start thinking about what movie I'm gonna watch next, it never comes into mind. But yeah, I gotta watch that movie somehow. I'll look it up, see if it's on anything.
Hey, you can tell whoever created this, what's his name, Alan something?
Alan Moore.
Alan Moore. Yeah. He was definitely inspired by like 1984 a little bit with that dystopian governing force and stuff.
Yeah, which makes sense. And then John Hurt, right, was in 1984, and then we just saw it on the wiki. Yeah. I mean, 1984 is a pretty big basis for like any movie that has to do with like dystopias or, you know, or more like modern takes on revolution and stuff. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think this movie just has so many good, like so many things going for it. I just thought, I mean, it's only around 2 hours, but I didn't think there was any lulls. Like it's pretty engaging the entire time. And just seeing, there's so much fucked up shit about it. I mean, besides like the human experimentation that you learned about, there was like a priest involved, and he was actually turned out to be the highest paid person at the freaking fucking concentration camp. And then we find out that he was like a pedophile later or whatever. Which I was like, oh, because I remember like Evie like dressed as like basically like a little girl. I was like, oh, okay. But I actually forgot that they're just like, oh, the agency sent a woman or a girl, but she's slightly older, and then she's like not too old, I hope, or whatever. And this dude's like fucking 60 something. And then I was like, gross.
And it's
fucking
Leonardo
pedophile. What?
But then it's not Leonardo DiCaprio.
He just dude. He just likes it between 18 and what is it, 25?
25.
Yeah, 25. Yeah. But yeah, this dude was just like, 18. Get out of here, grandma. Like fucking geriatric ass pussy, probably to him. But yeah, man, this I don't know. I also like the whole thing about you never see the Chancellor till the end. Like he's always even his immediate counsel or whatever, they only see him through like basically a fucking video chat.
Yeah, dude, it
giant was, TV screen.
Yeah. It was a fucking Command and Conquer like cutscene.
Oh, yeah,
every time the Chancellor came on, the video chat, I was like, oh my god, this is just Command and Conquer.
So, I might be just trying to kind of force this connection, but to me, it very much feels like the Wizard of Oz. Is just like, do not pay attention to the man behind the curtain thing or whatever, because it's like, obviously the Chancellor is like some old fucking weak man, right? Like anyone could easily take him on, but he seems powerful because of like what he does, or like, you know, like his commands and like obviously like how he like presents himself and shit. But it's very like obviously this is a weak dude who's just in charge,
right?
Yeah,
and like anyone can really be in charge if they wanted to take it over. And so I don't know, like I guess maybe I'm trying to force that connection, but I just started more thinking about that right now, and I'm like, if that's really something they were going for, I think that's pretty cool, honestly. I remember, what was I gonna say? So I like random things I know about this movie is just the soldiers at the end who are like wearing the mask and are about to fucking basically just mass slaughter the protesters. They're wearing paintball masks. I remember just like, because I looked at the mask and I was like, this is kind of weird. I was like, I feel like I've seen this before. And I looked it up and it's just like, oh yeah, this is like this model of a paintball mask. And then when this movie came out, like paintball was super fucking popular.
Right.
Yeah, in the mid 2000s. So I just thought that was kind of funny. And then there's like a little kind of cool Easter egg in the scene where the guy who's like not the talk show host, but the British newscaster who was like a security guard or whatever, and he was also
Right. Okay.
yeah him. There's a shot where you see like dolls, just kind of like sack looking dolls, like burlap sack looking dolls, and they're wearing orange jumpsuits. And I can't remember if that's supposed to be a direct reference to like the actual graphic novel, or that's supposed to like represent like the inmates that he watched over at Larkhill.
Okay.
Yeah, but you only see them for like a little bit, and then because I missed the first time you see them, but when they find his dead body, there's like a mirror, and you can see it in the mirror. But I remember that I was like, this was like years ago when I read the little fun fact. But yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it's a direct reference to the people he used to oversee in Larkhill, because the dude's obviously a fucking psycho.
Right.
Know?
Yeah.
It's fucking gold phone and shit. I remember thinking, like, I was like, bro, is that phone like actually gold? Like, it's not even gold plated. Like, it's actually just fucking made out of gold. Yeah, and the whole my brother, you'll catch him every once in a while. Like, anytime we talk about like England or whatever, he's just like, England prevails, whatever. He just, because that was like his like sign off phrase or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but y'all watch next time. I don't know, something random will come up, and my brother will just say, England prevails. This is one of his go-tos. And then I don't know, I didn't mention this earlier. One of the cool I really like the whole thing about the government is based off like the human body, where like the chancellor is like the brain basically, and kind of the brain in the face. And then we have I keep forgetting the news commentator's name, but he's supposed to be like the mouth. That's why his like soldiers are called like the fingermen, and then like Creeley, he's like the hand because he controls the fingermen.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I know there's like the surveillance guy that like I think he controls all the bands that are going around, like listening to people's conversations. So that's the ears.
Yeah, they're called the ears. Yeah, and then the police is called they're called the nose.
The nose.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll probably get an eye in there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. That's where like the whole like CCTV, like the surveillance people,
Right.
like audio.
There you go.
Yeah, they're the eyes and the ears of the government.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why like didn't put that together until like way later. But yeah, like the fingerman and then like the head and stuff like that. But yeah, I love that shit.
The fingerman.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're gonna get fingered.
I know it's so hard to like take seriously, but yeah.
I think of those guys from the Spy Kids movies, like the
thumb guys, yeah,
fingermen.
Yeah, no, I think they're the thumb men or something like that. I think it's specifically thumbs. Yeah, yeah. I didn't really recognize most people in this movie except for Natalie Portman and Stephen Fry, and then. Except for the second cop, like not the main detective, the one next to him. Apparently the main detective is somebody, but I think he's more like British famous. But
they're all British.
So they're not famous.
Yeah. But the second guy, he's in the Sherlock series. He's Lestrade. He's like the main detective who's kind of like eventually becomes friends with Sherlock, but definitely more like hates him because he keeps like showing them up and stuff.
Okay.
So go.
Yeah, that's
he
the only
hates
thing I
him
know
because he
him
ain't him.
Exactly.
He ain't
them. Yeah.
They
hate us because they ain't us.
The one I was kind of surprised about was, so when it does the whole when she's reading the note left by Valerie.
Yeah.
The young Valerie is Imogen Poots. I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Who is that again?
She's blown up recently, but she was in Art of Self-Defense.
Oh,
she was also
she's a love interest.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
28 weeks later.
We still didn't watch that one.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I was actually gonna bring that up to you guys too about watching that because 28 Years comes out, I think next month, which is already like, I mean, this month is basically over, but
Yeah.
yeah. So wait, what else is I don't know, more recently, I guess. Oh, she was in that Vivarium movie.
Vivarium.
Too. Okay. Isn't that also Jesse Eisenberg?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I know she was in Popstar. She was his Andy Samberg's character's like girlfriend.
Oh,
Ashley
really?
Wednesday.
Oh, that was her?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. Okay. She was in a stage production of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
Right.
Apparently.
Which I still want to talk about that on the pod.
I know. Yeah, we do got to do that. I actually want to rewatch that movie too because that was one of those movies that I thought a lot about after we watched it, dude. That and Double Indemnity, I was just could not stop thinking about it for the next like week or two.
So I was telling Bentley earlier, I've been reading the novelization of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood recently. That's my new book.
Yeah.
And in there he mentioned they mentioned Mike Nichols, the director of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. He was also the director of Charlie Wilson's War.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
I knew you would appreciate that.
Yeah, I fucking love Charlie Wilson's War.
That's a newer one, right? 2000s.
2007.
Yeah, early 2000s.
But I mean, it's still fucking 40 years after Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And he also did The Odd Couple.
Okay.
Yeah. Some other stuff.
Yeah.
But Birdcage.
Fuck. Okay. I'm already forgetting who I looked it up, but I was reading something about like directors talking about their favorite movies or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think it was actually, I want to say it was a foreign director. I want to say it was either Bong Joon-ho or whatever, the guy who did like Parasite. No, I don't think it, or Akira Kurosawa, but I think it was like a foreign one. And he was talking about the Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf was like one of his favorite movies. And I was like, oh, that's sick. Yeah. Sorry guys. Back to V for Vendetta. Yeah, man. I don't know. I fucking love this movie. I think this movie fucks. It has so many fucking cool scenes. I think just kind of every topic that it brushes over, I don't want to say brushes over. I think every topic it hits is done really well and just kind of, it's just fucking base, dude. Honestly, I think this shit's base as fuck. And yeah, man, I don't really have any complaints about this movie. Weirdly, one of my favorite Hugo Weaving performances. I think he did a lot for a guy who wears a mask that doesn't move or anything.
Yeah.
Like they really still conveyed the tone of every word he was saying, which is fucking extremely impressive. One of my favorite Natalie Portman performances. I mean, I already loved her because of the Phantom Menace and stuff like that. Like I grew up on that Star Wars, but if it wasn't for that, this would have been my thing that made me like truly obsess over her. And also, little fun fact, on the Blu-ray, you can catch the SNL digital short Natalie Portman raps in the bonus features, which is hilarious. Yeah, because she shaved her head for this movie, and in that short, she had like really short hair. So I'm pretty sure this is kind of like shortly after. They might have like filmed it shortly after, but didn't release it till way later. I don't know, but
Did she always have short hair? Was that always what she was rocking? Because I feel like even as Padme, it was kind of short.
It was always like it wasn't like super short in Star Wars. It was just because she always had it in like a bun or like bundled up or something.
Probably still a wig, you know.
Yeah, I mean she never has like super long hair, but it usually at least goes like past her shoulders or something. But she never really had like short hair. But yeah, she said she was actually really excited to shave her head for the movie because it's. I don't know. I guess it's like a thing that almost every girl goes through, where at just some point they want to shave their head.
Britney Spears,
one of the more famous examples. Yeah, but she said she was actually really excited to shave her head for the movie. Yeah.
Apparently, my mom and a bunch of her friends back in the day when after G.I. Jane came out with like Demi Moore or whatever, they all shaved their heads.
That was a real
buzz cuts.
Yeah, that was the real birth of like masked lesbians.
Right.
It was looking like G.I. Jane and shit. Yeah.
I forgot about that movie, man.
But bro, I mean, it could just be Natalie Portman because it's Natalie Portman, but she pulls it off, bro. I'm just saying. Like, I don't really like girls with shaved heads, but she still looked really good, honestly. Although I will say that one scene where she's like on the couch with that striped shirt, she just looked like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle, and it's kind of killed it a little bit for me. And then when she's like freed from when V kind of like lets her go, you know, or whatever, and like she's in the rain and she's like in the like orange prison uniform or whatever get up. Because it's just like a long shirt, like orange shirt or whatever. I just kept thinking of like Dobby from, I know you didn't watch Harry Potter, but like Dobby the elf from Harry Potter.
Okay.
Like, it's just like, this kind of reminded me like, and then like she was literally released from a prison. So I was like, Dobby's a free elf, you know?
Yeah, she was very raggedy.
Yeah. I mean, she's literally wearing like an orange, like burlap sack, basically. Right. So that's why like, it really reminds me of Dobby. And speaking of that scene, I thought it was super cool, like the whole the comparison between her and V, how like V was born in fire and then she's kind of had like a rebirth in water, basically.
In the rain.
Yeah. Just I love the contrast of that. Super cool. I enjoyed it. But yeah, fucking Natalie Portman, dude. Can almost do no wrong, honestly.
Yeah. I want to watch
Black
more
Swan. Who Black Swan?
Yeah, I'm mostly familiar with her from like Leon the Professional, like as a kid, as a child actor.
When she was like 12.
She was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And then like not too long after that, she was in, I know it was a lot smaller of a role, but she was in Heat.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But like her adult stuff, like I'd really only seen like this and Black Swan. Like and then that movie I was telling you about, Hesher.
Yeah. I would definitely like to see her do more comedy, especially after I don't know, honestly, because of that SNL digital short. Like I think she can be funny. I know she was like in No Strings Attached, and
she was in that movie Your Highness.
Oh right, yeah, like with Danny McBride, right. Yeah.
James Franco, I think, or wasn't?
No, I don't think he's actually in it. I think he's like, because I think they produced it.
Michael
maybe.
Shit.
I just remember them two mostly.
Yeah, I forgot all about that movie, honestly.
Yeah. But yeah, she can be funny. I just wish she did more with it.
No, she's
James Franco wasn't it. Okay.
She has a great like look in her eyes for sure.
I mean, she got that Oscar.
For Black Swan.
Yeah, for Black Swan. Yeah, no, she's awesome, dude. And then Harvard alum, which is pretty crazy.
Yep.
Kind of weird. What's she major in, acting or what the fuck?
Okay, so because he brought up, he has the bio up right now. I always remember this because of fucking 30 Rock, where Jenna was an insane actress and she's like talking shit about Natalie Portman because she's like jealous of her or whatever. And then she's like, that's not even her real name. Her last name is Herschlag. And I'm like, what? Is that real? And then I looked it up. I was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, no wonder she started going. Like she picked a different stage name because no offense, Natalie, I love you, but that is one of the ugliest last names I've ever fucking heard, dude. Herschlag, like. Ugh. This sounds pretty gross. But yeah, and then I saw this. I guess she was born in West Jerusalem, which I did not know.
Yeah, she's Israeli born.
Oh.
Bro, oh my God. Okay, she is now, in my eyes, the female Paul Rudd. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't know if you guys ever watched Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis. There's like I think it's a deleted scene actually when he's interviewing Paul Rudd, and then he's like, do you think anyone in Hollywood works as hard as you at hiding their Judaism, like their Jewishness? And then that's actually how I found out that Paul Rudd is Jewish, or like of Jewish descent anyways. So yeah, Natalie Portman is the female Paul Rudd. I said it here now.
Okay.
But yeah. All right, guys. Any closing thoughts about V for Vendetta? Would you recommend this movie to people and whatnot?
Yeah, I'd recommend it. It's a good story, good performances by Hugo Weaving and Natalie Portman. So, but overall, good story. Yeah.
But
overall, like a great movie for sure. Yeah, great performances, like RJ said. Natalie Portman. This is probably like one of her best acting roles that she's done. I feel like that her performance in this movie has way more going on than in Black Swan.
Oh, wow.
Like, so just because she like with the haircutting scene, she's like crying and stuff. Like she kind of like lets a lot out there in this one. I noticed that. I respect.
Yeah, girl's got range for sure. I like it.
Yeah, like yeah, pretty cool movie. But it's very comic booky too, which I forgot about.
There's definitely a lot of comic book like aesthetics and like elements to it for sure. Definitely. But I mean, I do like that kind of stuff. Speaking on that, so the final like fight scene with V and all like the Fingerman and Creeley or whatever his name is. So that was shot by making all the stuntmen move in slow. They moved in slow motion, like physically, and then obviously they still kind of like edited it or whatever.
Okay.
But they made them move in slow motion while he moved like at a faster pace to make it more look like not so edited, I guess, and just kind of like natural. But I just like try to picture it in my head, just seeing the guys go like, like their arms like slowly like flailing and
Trying
stuff
to
like
act
that.
like they're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
I know, that's the last movie they got.
But yeah, I just thought I love that little fun fact because I just think it's so funny to try to picture the stuntmen like moving in slow motion instead of just shooting it in slow motion. But
yeah, that'd be interesting to see in like real time.
Yeah, right. I would love to see if there's any like behind the scenes footage of that. Yeah, I love this movie. Third favorite. I think I'd recommend it to anyone who enjoys like just a good action movie in general, but also people who kind of like almost like modern takes on like historical things, like things that have happened through history and stuff. Because that's kind of how I say about like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's like if you're like a history nerd, you'd fucking like love that series. Like that shit is like the amount of subjects, like real world subjects it hits is fucking insane. But yeah, love this movie. Recommend it to anyone who really likes any of those things. I think there's a little bit of something for everyone. And yeah, thank you Hugo Weaving, Wachowskis, and Portman for this fine piece of cinema.
You might not like it if you're a far right British ultra nationalist.
Yeah.
Other than that,
yeah, if you're a British ultra nationalist, you're gonna look at this like this is bullshit. This is
bollocks.
Yeah, this bollocks. This is they're making us look like the bad guys. It's like that meme from like Peep Show or whatever. Like, are we the baddies or whatever? When it's like a bunch of dudes in like black and red outfits and stuff, and it's like, are we the baddies? But yeah. All right. That's all I got to really say about it. So thank you guys for joining us on another episode of 3 Hacks in a Movie. I'm Emilio.
I'm Bud Lloyd.
And I'm RJ.
All right. Have a good night, y'all.